Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen, everyone. We are starting the new year off right. We're making something healthy today. We're making shredded parsnip and beet salad with a pineapple vinaigrette, along with tangerine baked tofu. Now, if that doesn't sound healthy as f, then I don't know what does. All right, as always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is grab a pound of extra firm tofu. We're gonna drain it, rinse it, and then we're going to press it. So you want to press it for at least, 10-15 minutes. If you don't have one of these nifty tofu presses, just stick it between two plates and put something heavy on it. Since we're starting on our tofu first, go ahead and set your oven to 425. While that's heating up, let's work on our marinade. Now this marinade calls for 1/3 cup along with a heaping tablespoon of zest from tangerine. So get to juicing and zesting. Grab a glass baking dish, the shallower the better, around 11 by 7-ish. And we're gonna whisk in our marinade, which is our 1/3 cup of tangerine juice. And actually not this much, you just need a heaping teaspoon, not a tablespoon. So just get about 1/3 of this. 3 tablespoons of lime juice, our cumin, allspice, and freshly ground black pepper. And in this bowl we have soy sauce, peanut oil, and maple syrup. We're also going to be putting a special ingredient in here, dark rum. Don't tell Luke. We need 2 tablespoons. Okay, so when I said healthy before, I should have said healthy-ish. But it's baked tofu, and it's gonna be a salad. Beets and parsnips, come on. All right, we're gonna whisk this around really good. Smells tropical. All right, we're gonna set this aside because now we're gonna cut our tofu. So as you can see, this has been pressed for about 20 minutes, and it got quite a bit of water out, which is good because we want it to be able to soak up this marinade. So pressing it is essential. Make sure you do that. All right, now we're gonna cut this widthwise into 1/8. And we're just gonna stick them in here. We're gonna poke a few holes in each side, and then we're gonna bake it. Now we are gonna flip these every 15 minutes or so. So you wanna do it a couple times while they're in the oven for 45 minutes. I'm really excited about this. I don't know about you all, but this looks very interesting. Into the oven it goes. All right, now that our tofu's in the oven, let's start on our shredded parsnip and beet salad. It's gonna require a food processor. You don't wanna do this by hand. You're gonna need a pound each of parsnips and beets. Well, these are some beautiful beets. Yeah, we are peeling all of this, so make sure you do that. These are not easy to peel. All right, it's been 15 minutes since we started peeling our veggies, so let's go ahead and flip our tofu. Fun fact! The parsnip is of course closely related to the carrot, and in Scotland, it's even known as the white carrot. Because of its sweet flavor, the parsnip was used in Europe as a sweetener in jams and cakes before sugar was widely available. And in America, for several hundred years before the potato became popular, the main source of dietary starch for Americans was the parsnip. All right, let's shred our veggies. All right, this did beautifully. Look at this. All right, now we're gonna make our pineapple vinaigrette. You're gonna need 2 cups of pineapple juice, 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 1 clove of garlic, grated. All right, before we grate our garlic, let's flip our tofu again. All right, so most of this marinade has evaporated. and soaked up and all that good stuff. It hasn't been 45 minutes yet. However, it did say it was done when pretty much all the marinade was soaked up. So we're gonna turn it off, because really we should have had a little bit left over. I'm gonna leave it open. Cooking a little bit too much. It's a little blackened. All right, back to our pineapple vinaigrette. We're gonna whisk this really well. All right, using tongs, we're gonna stick a shredded parsnip and beets in here. It smells quite earthy. Mix them around. It's really pretty. You know, anytime I see something red, I feel like it has to be on Valentine's Day when you consume it. So this would be like a cool recipe to have on Valentine's Day. You know, Valentine's Day salad. Who doesn't like that? So we're gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes. Let it soak up all the goodness. Then we're gonna add some chopped mint. Mix it up really good again. Throw it in the fridge for 30 minutes. You need a half a cup of mint. Oh, this smells good. Really smell that garlic coming through. I'm super excited to try this. All right, so we're gonna cover this up, stick it in the fridge for 30 minutes. As you can see, there's not much marinade to drizzle over these cutlets. They still look delicious. Oh, it smells delightful. Which is not something I thought I would say. All right, let's try it. It has that great vinaigrette smell, which is, I'm always a fan of. You've got that garlic and vinegary smell. It's very earthy. It's definitely unique. I'm gonna try this tofu by itself. I'm a fan of pretty much any marinated tofu that's baked, so you can't go wrong, in my opinion. Has that subtle sweetness. It's a really good flavor. The shredded parsnip and beet salad by itself, you cannot miss that there is parsnip and beet in there. So if you're not a fan of those earthy flavors, you might not like it. All right, hold on a second. Future Eli here. I did actually try this again 24 hours later, and the earthy flavors did mellow out a bit. So I recommend waiting a full 24 hours to eat this. In the cookbook, they recommend 30 minutes. Do what you want. I think this would be a great like springtime salad because it's just really fresh. And you want to reserve some of that dressing so you can drizzle on your salad. If you do make this, definitely make the tofu because I think it's a great addition to the salad. All in all, it might not win over anybody who's just kind of plain Jane, doesn't really do a lot of fancy things in the kitchen. But if you want to try something different and earthy, you can't miss that. Then make this. You won't be disappointed. All right, y'all. I hope you liked what you saw today. If you did, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. Make sure to comment and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time.